Hello everyone, like I said, this is the video for Toys R Us coming back into Australia, and it is actually coming back as a physical store in the USA. So yes, Toys R Us is back in Australia only as a online store. There's no physical store, no nothing like that, unlike the US, which actually still has stores that aren't being used at the moment because most of the stores in Australia have actually been transferred over to a shopping centre or a different warehouse or a manufacturing centre. This is actually 21 days ago this announcement was, and I have been trying to research when it was coming back into Australia as either an online store or as a physical store. Well, the announcement came on the 5th, so True Kids Incorporated, the US-based parent company of Toys R Us, with the R, and Babies R Us, again, with the R, and Hobby Warehouse Party Limited in Australia, today announced an exclusive licensing agreement which will see Toys R Us and Babies R Us brands return to Australia and make their debut in New Zealand. Now you're probably wondering, what's this new license agreement and such? Well, I'm going to actually read a bit more. The new license agreement, effective today, June 5th, includes rights for Hobby Warehouse to sell through toysrus.com.au and babiesrus.com.au websites for Australia and New Zealand, including, and this is including, a number of other toys. A number of toys that we've actually known and loved from different companies. Top toy and baby products from Lego, Disney, which includes Marvel, Star Wars, Disney, Pixar, Disney Princesses, and more, which also includes the Star Wars Galaxy Edge stuff, I think. Not entirely sure. Funko, Mattel, which includes Barbie, Hot Wheels, Fisher-Price, Uno, and more. LOL, Surprise, Hasbro, well, we know what Hasbro's for. They got My Little Pony, Monopoly, Transformers, Nerf, Bakugan, I think. No, Bakugan Spin Master, so that's actually coming too. So that's in Spin Master. What else does Hasbro have? Oh, yeah, I think a few other stuff as well, like Power Rangers. Bandai, I'm hoping for Minipla to actually hit the site from Hobby Warehouse Party Limited. That would actually be good for me because it means I can just go, right, I'm ordering this Minipla kit, this Minipla kit, this Minipla kit, this Minipla kit. I'm pre-ordering each one for a different date. Like I said, Spin Master, it's got Meccano, Air Hogs, Paw Patrol, Hatchimals and more, Play-Doh, Thomas and Friends, Monster Jam, Lamaz, which is, I think, their own stuff. I'm not entirely sure. John Deere, Bernard, Cara, Wilson, Beatrix, Infosecura, and so much more. Bullshit, that one is. They actually haven't got all brands up. And I should know, I have actually had a look. Consumer brands owned by Toys R Us Kids, including toy products such as Journey Girls, which is actually in the States. Fastlane, not entirely sure. I actually haven't seen Fastlane, so I'm going to look that one up. True Heroes, You and Me, Imaginarium, and Just Like Home, as well as baby products like Koala Baby, Koala Kids, and Koala Baby Boutique. Now, you're probably wondering, wait, Hobby Warehouse Party Limited is an actual warehouse that offers products that are exactly, yeah, you'll be right in thinking that. Hobby Warehouse will initially launch Toys R Us and Babies R Us online in Australia and New Zealand in June. So we're in June. It's June 5th. It's already this year. So it's only an online store. No physical store. See, Toys R Us, this is what you were missing. You were missing someone who could actually drum up sales. Like, just do a walkthrough. Do, like, toy hunt and such. Come in, sit down, discuss what's coming in, what's not selling properly, and, like, how to get it to sell. I could have walked out with a bag just for you guys, just so I could review and go like, Ponk, here's the Toys R Us bag. This is what I'm actually reviewing for you guys from Toys R Us. But no, they missed out. That's their problem. That's their bad luck when they actually had a physical store. Wide range of toys and baby products at competitive prices. Bullshit! Sorry. I'm allergic to bullshit at the moment. Same day delivery. Actually, it's overnight delivery. So, you order it today, you'll get it tomorrow night. Not the same night. Will be available in metropolitan Melbourne in the short term. Yeah, I've actually had a look at a few products, and it's like, do you actually deliver to such and such? It said it'll be here tomorrow at between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. Not if you want it right in the afternoon, because you could be busy between that time. Which will be expanded to other metropolitan areas in Australia and New Zealand in the medium term. Hobby Warehouse aim to launch physical experience centres for Toys R Us and Babies R Us beginning in 2020. I wonder where. Because that is the most important thing. I wonder where those experience centres are going to be. Hobby Warehouse Chief Executive Lois Minetti said, "We are delighted, and this is in quotes, we are delighted to bring the much-loved brands of Toys R Us and Babies R Us back to Australia and introduce them to New Zealand. We believe play is extremely important in the development and well-being of children and in their interaction with family and friends. Play enables children to develop their imagination, collaborate, problem solve, explore, create, or simply express themselves spontaneously." Anyone got a few Nerf guns? I feel like a few Nerf battles where if I pop you in the head, don't cry. With a Nerf bullet. Seriously, it's just like aim, shoot. I actually did a trick shot at a friend's house once. He had wooden dresser. He's laying on the bed. Said just aim. The sight was off anyway, so I was like, I'll just aim slightly this way. Like, yeah, it's going to curve. No, it hit the dresser, hit his arm, which was over his face. And lucky he had his arm over his face, otherwise it would have hit his eye. And that would have been dangerous. It was just a trick shot. One that I won't be able to do again. It reminds me of another trick shot I did in billiards at a friend's house. Hit the ball, popped up, it started spinning backwards, and just went straight to the top pocket. I couldn't do that again. That was one of a million shots that just happened to fluke at the time. Enough about that. Back to Toys R Us and Babies R Us and Hobby Warehouse Party Limited Australia. Our mission is to encourage children to engage with as many forms of play as possible they can. Hobby Warehouse is a digital narrative with a keen understanding of how to accelerate and match the requirements of the modern shopper. You said Bandai. I want my mini plot, please. Continuing on. Hobby Warehouse's management team, together with commercial advisor Kevin Moore. Yeah, I don't trust him. I don't trust Kevin Moore. It's something unsettling, really. I'll get to whatever's bugging me on the nose later. No more narrated with Toys R Us Kids executives and advisors for the Australian New Zealand licensing rights. Hobby Warehouse, yeah, gone for that. Moore said previously the Toys R Us and Babies R Us business model in Australia was focused primarily on large physical retail stores which had high fixed cost and extended periods of relatively low sales due to seasonal factors. No, it was virtually, you're here, I'm over here, I ain't driving 3.5 hours just to get to a Toys R Us store. And that's what it was like. And then it's like, one open 45 minutes down the road. Okay, I'll just catch a bus. 45 minutes later, I'm at Toys R Us, big line, can't get in. Yeah, I'm not happy about that. Going forward, the business model for Australia and New Zealand will be online focused with smaller and fewer physical experience centres. They will allow children and their families and friends to see and touch our products. Yeah, I can tell you, none of those products are going to be open and cut it out of the box by kids. And that is actually the one thing that is actually killing retailers. It's kids who actually run around the store, just go straight to the toy section, they just open up anything. You know the llamas from Fortnite that actually have like a figure of guns and everything else inside? I've been seeing them open and everything's gone. It's the same with these things. This is a Fortnite chest. Kids just rip open the plastic and just go, oh, I'll just take what's inside. Nothing. I actually got told, just take it. I got told, just take it. Because this is actually meant to come with, I think it's a bag and bag of weapons and 2 squares of planks or something. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to have a look at that. And that goes me messages. I'm in the middle of the video and messages just come in. Toys R Us Kids Executive Vice President of Global Licensing and General Counsel James Young. I've heard that name before. I can't remember where. I was like, I've heard that name before. I can't just put my finger on it. I'm going to have to look up where. So, said, we are thrilled to partner with Hobby Warehouse to bring Toys R Us and Babies R Us back to Australia and to launch in New Zealand. Lois Mori and his team have a strong digital vision and understand both the heritage of our iconic brands and how to evolve the shopping experience for the modern consumer. This is an exciting milestone for our company as we continue to grow Toys R Us and Babies R Us around the world. Toys R Us Kids license partners currently operate over 700 Toys R Us and Babies R Us branded stores and e-commerce sites in more than 25 countries across Asia, Africa, and the Middle East, with over $3 billion US of retail sales attributed to the brands in those regions in 2018. Hobby Warehouse has a long and successful heritage selling online. Will continue to market and sell hobby products to teenagers, younger adults, and older adults. And that's where that ends. About Hobby Warehouse. Hobby Warehouse is an independent Australian-owned company established in 2011 with a mission to enrich the lives of people by encouraging exploration, creativity, and living life more fully through the enjoyment of hobbies. Its headquartered in Dandenong in Australia. For media inquiries in relation to Hobby Warehouse, please contact, I'm not going to say the phone numbers, but you can contact Rochelle Brannery at Rochelle at thirdavenue.com.au and Jane O'Connell at Jane at thirdavenue.com.au. Toys R Us brands, Toys R Us Kids TM, which is trademark, is the parent of beloved brands including Toys R Us Babies, Toys R Us, and Jeffrey the Giraffe. Actually, I think a number of toys that are Jeffrey the Giraffe are actually a lot more rare and expensive. Yikes. Established in January 2019, I don't think so, considering you were actually established back in the 80s or 90s. Toys R Us Kids is focused on growing its family of brands through initiative partnerships that deliver kid and parent focused experiences that expand beyond traditional retail concepts in the physical and digital spaces. Company delivers a wealth of services to its value. License partners around the world, in addition to the design development of over 200 additional established consumer brands. Company has offices in New Jersey, USA, Hong Kong, and I think this is Shenzhen, China. Toys R Us Kids is a new company celebrating over 70 years of heritage. Bullshit! Yeah. I'm calling bullshit on that because it's just a rebrand of Toys R Us. With an expert team focused on families, kids, and play. Let's have a look at the Toys R Us Kids Brands.com. Toys R Us, established in 1948. Geoffrey the Giraffe, established 1965. Babies R Us, established 1996. Toys R Us Kids Brands is virtually just Toys R Us labeled as Toys R Us Kids. Yeah. And they wonder why they actually failed. I think I just saw Fastlane. Fastlane is remote controls. So it's land, air, and sea vehicles that let kids sit in the driver's seat and feel the thrill of being in control. Yeah, kids nowadays. What's this? What's this control do? What's this thing sitting at me? This ain't fun. They throw a tantrum and such. I mean, I'd go mini scorcher. James Young. Are we going for the basketballer, the American basketballer, or the Toys R Us James Young? Because I'll show you. I'll show you guys. This is what I get when I look up James Young. James Young is an American professional basketball player. Yeah. Playing career 2014 to present. But I'm going to show you something. Now, seeing as I have Hobby Warehouse on the right, I have Toys R Us website on the left. Notice anything different? No, of course not. You wouldn't notice anything different unless I actually pointed out that this actually runs like this. Same products. Just different store. And this what shits me. Because, I mean, I can go Power Rangers. I type in same thing. It's virtually the same thing. So do I use Hobby Warehouse or do I use Toys R Us? Because this is actually confusing me. I mean, it's the same layout here. You got the search, and such. But here you have got Babies R Us. Up here. You have the how do you express your creativity? Browse for inspiration. Yeah, I'm sorry, but if one website is the same as another website, then I'm not going to use one website that looks exactly the same but just reskinned, because this is what this is. It's a Toys R Us online store. Is actually a reskin of Hobby Warehouse. It's like, I can go advanced search. I can go, I'm just putting in Transformers. I can go Hobby Warehouse and it'd be exactly the same. 3A Transformers Generation 1 Optimus Prime Classic Collection 16-inch figure. Yeah, right, I'm not paying freaking that price. And if I bring it up on... Yeah, it's the same price, $497. I ain't paying that price for just a 16-inch figure. That does not transform, by the looks of things. This thing looks like it's built for display purpose. Figure stands 16 inches tall, fully posable with 59 points of articulation, LED illuminating optics, automatic badge, blaster rifle and matrix chamber, batteries required. Oh god. 8 AG13 batteries. 30% die-cast metal detailing. Matrix leadership and changeable energon AX. Blaster rifle removal, tank out grenades, magnetically removed tire wells, material used, product information, material zinc, alloy, ABS, PVC from PC and magnet batteries, which are not included. Yeah, this thing's only for display purpose. That's what I'm looking at. Same price. Same price. So, yeah. And of course, it's like, they have, when is Toys R Us relaunching in Australia? They said it was to go live on June 12th, but it actually went live on June 5th. They have a careers. Yes, we're looking for people with passion for toys, including warehouse, customer support, website development, marketing. I think I may have to apply. So I'm just gonna, in here, I'm gonna apply for Toys R Us. So hopefully I can get in or something. Yeah. I'm just gonna make sure everything's I've done. I'm just gonna make sure everything is up to scratch on what I can do. And hopefully do a lot more than just sit here in front of a camera or behind a camera. So I'm just gonna let you guys enjoy the rest of your day and such. I'll probably have another video up about Donald Trump's screw ups on the border between USA and Mexico, and how Trump is actually violating Geneva Convention along with human rights laws. Probably, depending, really. So, see you all next video. I'm not going to hunt bargain, I'm going to apply for a job this time around, because I need to work, and if I can actually do something that I love doing, well, this is actually I do love doing videos of toys or mini plow, or reviews I should say, of stuff, and what I've seen, and how people behave as President of the United States, Prime Minister of Australia, Prime Minister of New Zealand and such. I don't care. I'm a review. I review what you've done, and then go give my take on what you should have done, instead of being a complete and utter idiot. So, I'm going to apply for this job. I'm going to apply for Toys R Us. I'll see you all next time, next video. With, hopefully, well, I can actually cite the American Constitution where Donald Trump can be arrested for treason, along with violating human rights laws, and Geneva Convention laws as well. So, I'll see you all next video. I'm applying for a job.